Welcome, retail traders. I'm going to discuss the support levels here on AMC and the attitude that I'm feeling in the now. So, we've had a pretty good little bounce on AMC. We know it's been pumped. We know it's had a lot of momentum and a lot of people on it. And it's been just a great play and easy to call. So, right now we're in a pullback. And I think a lot of reasons for the pullback is the increase of COVID cases. Plus, the market is in kind of a downturn from inflation worries. And that I think that's kind of about it. That inflation worries that's kind of pulling the market back. Plus, we've had the nice COVID bounce that we've been looking for. And we have reached all-time highs. So I'm still liking the market. But I've been playing it extra cautiously this year instead of like last year. I'm still swinging a little bit, but I'm here lately. I've been just getting in and out of the trades on these big spikes. Anything that spikes up big, I'm out of the trade and I'm buying the dip. Just the way it is. Well, what gets me right now with AMC is all the negativity that's coming to the scene. Just by reading the headlines, I think we've fell back to a very important support level. So when I start reading these headlines, I get into that. I always like to look at this map, and it reminds me that I like to buy on the dip. That means I like to buy when everybody is responsive and they're just down in the dumps about it. They think it's going to keep going down. That starts to bring my attention. So I'm going to ride the roller coaster on this one, knowing that I am at a very critical support level. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the chart. Now last week we played in a gap, the gap between 31.88 and 37.43. And that gap was the gap play right in here. We have the body of that candle next down here to the next dip down, which is right around 26.60. So if this support here at 31.88 does not hold, we'll drop down to that area. If it does hold, we need to try to stay in that channel and break this resistance. So this was, like I said, we played the gap last week. Low support right around the 26.60 area. 31.88 to hold with a resistance to break at 37.43. We had us a little, I would call it an ascending triangle, but we already had the huge spike. We started to consolidate at a certain resistance level, and we just couldn't break that resistance, and then she finally just failed. And I think the increase of COVID cases and just inflation worries have started to kick in, and it caused this stock to pull back into that gap channel. So these are those low support. It can drop all the way back down to this area too. So always keep that $20 target in your mind, around 1965, a little under 20. This is AMC. So I can recognize the turnaround. We recognized a good one last week, Thursday. If I pull up the 5-day chart, we had a nice little play off this bottom right down here. So we could reverse and see that double bottom appear again. We do have a descending pattern. So we've got two support levels. We've got this 33.37. That's going to be one of them. And then that bottom line support, I'm going to kind of braise it up just a little bit to where this line is at that 31.88 area. Let me dark this in red. Whoop, not that one. Change that price so we can see it. Make it visible to us. That's the channel that we got to try to build. If not, if it breaks down below this bottom score here of 31.10, we definitely could drop down below 30 and hit that 26.60. But we want to see if we can stay in that gap. If we stay in that gap, that's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a positive thing for the stock itself. I'm going to go back to that 6-month chart. This gap right in here. See. And you can see it bounced right off of that day. And then the next day it bounced right down to the bottom of that candle. So that's the gap. Now, if that gap holds, we can move back up, maybe. But maybe we'll start going in a sideways channel and create a Darvas box. So I'm still looking at that low support, like I said earlier, 2660, just in case we pull back, and we'll make this the new resistance. And that's going to be AMC. I hope you got a little bit out of it, but I think we're at a point where it's very critical. We get down below 30, we might see 2660. So we'll see you all Monday. Have a great day, weekend, retail traders.